Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. The weekend is here for all you weekend chasers. Time to be ourselves and enjoy something that we are passionate about for most people, unfortunately. And if that's the case for you, if you feel like you're chasing Friday every week, I challenge you to find a new occupation and something that you love to create financial energy for yourself. But that's a whole different topic, and today's topic that I wanted to speak on was self-esteem and self-worth. And it's really sad. The point where we've gotten is we have lost the very meaning of the word, self-esteem. It's how we feel about ourselves, and how this is programmed in our society, in an ego-driven society, is we allow external factors such as our entertainment or um, you know society in general telling us how we should think, what's success, what is happiness. Everything outside of ourselves is telling us how we should be, and we don't take the time to sit with ourselves. So externally, we are programming our own self-worth, and the ego is creating this path for us that is fear driven and ego, or not ego driven, but comparison driven, and always competing and comparing yourselves to your neighbor, your friends, whether it be how much money you make, or how big your house is, or how good you are at this or that, or instead of congratulating somebody and uplifting somebody, we always try to one up in our society. And it's really taken away from our self-worth, because when you get into those lower vibrational emotions and you are subconsciously running a program that is fear and judgment and competition driven, it creates a toxic environment within. So, really taking time to sit with yourself and become the conscious programmer of who you want to become. Because when we are taking in these external happenings, our experiences are etched into our brain neurologically, and chemically embodied in our being. So the more emotion that we attach, negative emotion that we attach to an experience, the more that neural pathway is going to be used, because it is such an emotionally driven happening that it's more of a beaten path, if you will, in your mind, for to put in layman terms. So we live in a constant state of reflection of experiences that we've had, good, bad, or indifferent. And so when we live in that continual negative cycle of the past, it creates our future. So the more we live in the past and create our future that is of negative happenings of the past, we keep attracting these negative happenings and these negative people, and whatever it is, the negativity finds you. So we lose track of our self-worth, because we're constantly living in traumatic events of the past, and basically having one long emotional response to something negative that happened to you, instead of being firm in who you are and being aware that you can program your mind. In our society, with emotional intelligence being low and self-awareness being low, which is on the rise, we're moving into an era of enlightenment, if you will, and higher vibration and higher consciousness. But as we move towards that, out of the ego-driven society that we're in, we have to take our power back. We give all this external environment and these external people our power to create our reality, and it's unfortunate, but some things that you can do to create your own reality and start to get out of these negative thought patterns is you start to do things differently, start to drive a different way to work, start to even little things like brushing your teeth with your opposite hand starts to create different neural pathways in your brain to allow different thoughts to come into your mind. Because usually what happens is when we wake up in the morning, we're thinking about the negative shit from the past day or the past week. So, again, one long emotional response to one negative event. And we continue to attract those negative things thinking about yesterday. So, the negative events of yesterday become our predictable future of tomorrow. Another thing you can do that really worked for me to get me out of my negative mindset and really start to value who I am and up my self worth and how I truly felt about myself were affirmations. So, what an affirmation is something that you state as fact. So, to affirm something is to state as fact. So, for me, dealing with anger issues and negativity, one of my affirmations was or is, but starting off when I started this journey was I am open and positive. I am open and positive because you are stating that as fact and you do it repetitively enough, your brain inside with matched with the feeling from your heart starts to not know any different from the internal world and the external world. So therefore you are internally starting to program how you are. So the way I do it, I in my shower, I am open and positive. I am open and positive. I repeat it 10 times. I am open and positive. I am patient and understanding. So whatever you want to be, you don't have to use those. Come up with your own that start with I am blank. So you are creating a blueprint basically on who you want to become. And the more you do that, the more repetitions you use, and the more faith and belief that you can create your own reality, the quicker it'll come in. And the quicker that you create those neural pathways in your mind to start to create that reality of being open and positive and being patient and understanding. And that's another thing is we are so caught up in the conscious mind, the analytical mind, and the ego that we block out the subconscious and the power of belief and the power of prayer and the power of faith. All those are things that the analytical mind and the ego can't grasp, and the heart knows it for a fact. But we live from the ego in this society, so tap into your heart. Tap into the power of belief, the power of faith, and the power that you can create your own reality if you just trust the universe and trust the knowledge that, you know, the affirmations bring to you. So really be conscious of your self-talk and the diet that you are accepting from the external world. If you are surrounded by negative people, negative shit's going to happen to you. It's just the law of attraction, though. It's the way that things work. So, don't be scared to separate yourself from people that you would like to outgrow or challenge them to grow with you. Whatever your situation may be, don't be scared to take your power back. Create the reality that you want by positive self talk, by believing that you can do anything, and loving yourself, and creating an image of yourself that I am enough. I am love. I am open and positive. I am patient and understanding. We have the power to tap into unlimited potential. And we just have to realize it. We have to become aware that the external world does not have to be the end all, say all on who we are. So take your power back, love yourself, come up with affirmations to create the blueprint of what you want to become and stick with it. Believe in it, feel it in your heart, and watch the world blossom around you from inside out. I love you guys. Ray, I hope this helps, brother. I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful for you reaching out and connecting with me on Facebook. I know we were never really close in school, but hey, let's catch up sometime, man. I'm all about connecting with people, and especially someone from my past that I definitely didn't really connect with back then because our own egos got in the way and our own judgments. So, Ray, I love you, brother. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you. And I hope you all Have an absolutely an amazing weekend, and I will see you very soon. Peace.